Hi, this is Kyle Mossman with the Teaching and Learning Services team at the University of St. Francis, and this is a video on managing Blueprint templates and their associated courses. We're going to cover identifying Blueprint courses, making content changes and locking content, and then finally how to sync courses, meaning how do you push out the changes that you made from your Blueprint course to its associated courses. So first of all, how to identify Blueprint courses. So you can see on my dashboard, there's two sections of this Accounting 515 class. This one is the Blueprint. Right in the name, you can see the BP in the first parentheses and the Blueprint in the second, or at the very end. So some other things that should tip you off: Blueprint courses do not have a start and end date. They live outside of the normal calendar term to term, unlike a regular course, and there should also never be any students in a Blueprint course. So if either of those things are not true, there's definitely a problem with your Blueprint course, and you should put in a ticket, and we can help you out with that. So your regular course will have OL in the parentheses for this course, which is online, which most Blueprint courses are associated with online courses because the Blueprint and associated course model is most commonly found in the virtual campus. So KB Sobel School of Health Science Virtual Campus. And then also you can see that there's a date here at the end, fall 2018, which is not present at the Blueprint course. So that's how you identify them. If you click courses instead, the same exact indicators are present. There's no date for your Blueprint courses. So if you are a course coordinator or subject matter expert, you will be enrolled in your Blueprint course. So now let's move on to making content changes and locking content. So moving back to identifying Blueprint courses, once you're in your course, there will be this blue sidebar here that pops out. It shows what courses your Blueprint is associated with and will give you a sync history. Once we make changes in this course, there will be a third line here that says, do you want to sync these changes with your associated courses? And we'll talk about that when we get there. So to make edits to your Blueprint course, you just treat it like any other course. So, but there are some things to be aware of. So you want to make the changes in your course general, not specific to you, the faculty member. So the Blueprint and associated course model is set up so a subject matter expert or course coordinator who knows the material and is going to create the material can create the lectures, create the assignments, create outcomes in a well-designed manner, and then push that content out to be facilitated by adjunct faculty members or other members of their team. So if you come in here and you write your name and you write your email and you write your telephone number and you write your office hours, and then you push that out to every associated course, they're going to have to go in and make those edits. Or if you lock the content, they're going to have to contact you to make those edits. So don't include identifying unique information to yourself, because obviously you're not the only person teaching the course. Or if you write things that are specific to a calendar year, you're going to have to go in and make those changes at every time the semester rolls over, right? So that being said, making edit works the exact same way. If we wanted to edit this homepage, great, so we've made this image change. Now when we click on this, you'll see that you have unsynced changes 1. So all we did was change an image, that's all it was. And now we could click sync and it would push that change out to other courses. We'll come back to that in a second. So in your Blueprint course, you have the ability to lock content. So if you create a presentation, an assignment, whatever it is, and you want to make sure that content, whatever it is delivered to students in the associated courses, you can come in here and select what you want to lock. So you'll notice that we have checkmarked enabled as a Blueprint course, and then just content. So the course coordinator for this course has decided not to lock the points, the due dates, or the availability dates. I think due dates and availability dates are incredibly smart to not lock, right? If you do that, that makes you as the course coordinator come in here and have to change all the due dates to all the assignments every semester that this class is taught, instead of leaving it up for the instructor themselves to change it. So if you just check mark this box for content, that just means that you are able to lock content. That does not alone lock all of the content of the course. So let's look at the content of the course. So to actually choose the objects you want to lock, you want to look at these boxes here. See, it's giving me the option to lock them. So this means it's unlocked. These padlocks mean that that content is locked and cannot be altered by the course instructor in the section of the course that you push this template upon. So be very aware of that. You know, if you lock content and it says your name, they're going to have to contact you to change that. They will not be able to edit it. That being said, so we locked the content of assignment 1, right? But we didn't lock the due date, the points, the availability dates. When they go into settings, they won't be able to change the content, but they will be able to change those due dates, like kind of more of the settings of the assignment, but not the actual content of the assignment. So that's how you make changes. So finally, we've made some changes, right? We changed this banner image on the home page to JP2. If we go back to the associated course, you can see that the associated course did not automatically change. We know we're in the associated course because it says OL. We still have the night picture of JP2, but now we want the day picture of JP2. So what we're going to do is come up here on changes 1, include course settings, that's fine. If you send a notification, it's going to notify that faculty member that you made some changes to their course. So it's not important for this demonstration. We'll click sync. Because we're only making one change, this should probably go fairly quickly. However, if you make vast amounts of changes to a course and you add a bunch of files, a bunch of lectures, it's going to take a long time. So be aware of that, especially if your course is associated with more than just 2 courses. So come in here, you can see that we haven't changed it at all, but we'll click refresh. And that change that we made in the Blueprint course was pushed out from the Blueprint once we hit sync manually and applied to the course section. So you can see why this is such a advantage. If your course is associated with 30 courses, you could just make changes to all of them at the same time and not have to go into every single one individually. The thing to be aware of when you sync courses manually is be really aware of the time of the change. So if you change a bunch of lecture content from fall to spring, that's great, but I would not come in here week 9 of fall and hit sync to make all of those changes. You can obviously imagine the massive repercussions that would have on the people currently teaching your course, who would just be blindsided by a complete change of lecture material or assignments or tests or anything like that. So you'll want to make sure that you time this appropriately. So, you know, if you think of fall 2018, maybe you make the final changes August 15, hit sync, allow everybody to teach out fall 2018. You can make changes in the Blueprint course. You can get it ready for spring 2019, but don't come in here and hit sync unless it's something small and innocuous, you know, a typo here, adding something you might find helpful that's extra material, but you won't want to just completely revamp the course and hit sync, because you'll throw everything into a massive tailspin. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you need help, go to library.sf.edu/TLS and contact the Teaching and Learning Services team. We'd be more than happy to help you set this up.